Hey, do you know about Singapore? Well, then you're missing out, bro. So, what do you think? It's great, right? Well, actually, we're not that great. Like every other countries, we have our own set of problems.
They wouldn't want to live near or work with a person with a mental health condition.
Every 1 in 7 Singaporeans have a mental disorder of some sort. That means every 7th person that you see has depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, and so on and so forth. This is the almost perfect country of Singapore. So yes, mental health is really important, but do we really know about this? Let's see what the public thinks.
Mental illness such as depression, anxiety, ADHD.
Growing concern, but then some people are like wearing it like a fashion trend.
Emotional stability of someone.
Like a personal thing, so like everybody goes through mental health. There's good and bad mental health. So.
It's pretty much a label or a diagnosis on what's wrong with your brain or how you're feeling, but you can't describe it.
Mental health is a person's condition with regards to their psychological and emotional well-being.
Okay, so for mental health, I do see it as how our emotional well-being, how our mental state actually, how we are doing in that kind of area, psychologically and emotionally.
In Singapore, a research showed that 92% of all Singaporeans are stressed, 8% higher than the global average. But 13% of those people do not know how to cope with their stress.
I like to draw. I'm obsessed at drawing, so whenever I feel down, I would draw.
I smoke.
Think positive, think bright. And surround yourself with positive people.
Just keep a positive mindset.
Deserve break in between.
Going out and communicating is the number one thing for mental health.
Yes, exercising, gaming, thinking positive are ways we are all familiar with. But what about a more unique way of releasing stress?
My name is Samuel, and then I'm 27 this year, and I own and manage 3 businesses. X Factor, I founded it in last year in April 2018. Stress is being relieved in lots of different ways, right? So some people they work out, some people they exercise, and exercising is actually one of the most proven ways that you can relieve your stress away. And X-Rowing is an exercise, it's a sport. And I also have people coming in, printing out pictures of their bosses, printing out pictures of their ex, and they paste it there and then they will throw it there, you know. So here's how we throw an X. Okay, one hand you hold at the bottom of the handle here, right? Okay, and the other, just go over it. Okay, make sure you have firm grip. Okay, and then take your stance. You aim, this is where you want to let go of the X. You bring backwards. Lean backwards a little bit, take a step forward, and then it's a chopping motion, right? So it's not a pushing motion. Let it go, the X will spin by itself. That's how you throw an X. You guys are in a bad place, and you guys need someone to talk to. Always reach out to people, reach out to a psychiatrist, reach out to people to help you. I think that's very important. Get support. If all else fails, you can always come to me. If you come to me with this kind of issue, I will definitely help you and come X-Rowing.
Okay.
See, physical health kind of like, if we just look at the physical body itself, it's how we maybe get through our day to day, whether we're eating fine, we're sleeping fine. In fact, physical health, usually you can see on that person. If the person is overeating, for example, then they will be too overweight, and obviously if they're not eating so much, then you can see that they may lose a lot of weight, for example. But whereas mental health, you can't really see it sometimes because it's a lot of what's going on emotionally inside, or sometimes what's going on in the mind. And that becomes a lot more tricky.
Depression. Feelings of severe despondency and dejection. Symptoms include numbness, loss of appetite, and loss of interest. Due to these symptoms, it is a lot harder to file out one with depression. How do they feel? How do we help them? For those questions, we have a special someone to share their story.
Sup fam! Sup fam! Sup fam! Hi guys, welcome to episode 5 of episode 7 of
To the episode 10
episode 37
of Mental Dumbbells.
My name is Ken.
My name is Harrison. Welcome to Mental Dumbbells.
My name is Sian. I'm the co-host of Mental Dumbbells. I do financial advising. I'm a friend for those people with no friends. I think that's what I like to call myself.
So, ending a conversation, you need to understand first off that not every conversation is going to be a beautiful one.
If you're having thoughts that are coming up when you're doing this exercise, let them flow away into the river. Then you visualize the river.
Before being diagnosed, life was very different because you feel like everything is just supposed to be. After knowing that I have depression, I wear it very proudly because I know what problems I have. A lot of people, they can go up to 40 and 50 and they still don't know that they have depression. So I'm very proud that I'm aware that I have depression at such a young age. And I'm very, very confident that I'm going to beat this shit. Feeling depressed is like go to the darkest place in your mind and trap yourself there. You stay there and you let it just wallow in the pity, wallow in the self-doubt, wallow in the hatred, you know, just stay there. And that's what depression feels like. Because when depression hits, you just hate yourself. You don't want to do anything, you don't feel like doing anything because you think you're not worthy enough of anything.
And if you say it too many times, you'll believe it.
Correct.
It's like this self-talk that we kind of drew into ourselves, but yet we do not know that it's actually affecting a lot of us.
To hear that people are suffering with me, right, is one thing that I want to change. I think so many people out there suffering from depression. Why is no one stepping up to really go and do something about it? All these small issues, these problems that we face should be addressed in Singapore and should be fixed. And like one thing I want to do is when I, for lack of better term, when I grow up, I want to be the change man. I want to help the world be a better place.
The world's gonna be a better place, right? If we just put our one helping hand forward and everyone put their one helping hand forward. So when one person forward, so many people come support.
Yeah. Everyone's experience, everyone's coping mechanism and go-to to get better is different.
Depression is a range. It's a spectrum of how you feel, how intense it is, the duration. Some people may feel depression for a day, some people may feel depression for months, years, so on and so forth. So you need to treat depression as seriously as you can because you never know when it will go away. Say hi, you know. Let them feel like someone is there. You don't have to straight up just tell them that you are there, but you can just talk to them, you know. If any of the viewers out there are listening to this, you're not alone. I'm feeling emotional, a little depressed, but I'm fine. Like it's a phase of the day, just a phase of the day. Yeah, I'll get through it. It's fine.